Antichrist and will catch up with him at the gate of Lud and will kill him.
One possible location for the Gate of Lud is at the village of the same name in modern Israel. Today, there is a small mosque on the site.
So Jesus in Islam is very important because he kills the Antichrist here in Lud.
Yes.
This is absolutely true. Jesus, who is the son of Mary, may he be blessed by God, is one of the prophets that we believe in, and that is our conviction.
Similar to Christian prophecies about the end times, Islam also talks about a day of judgment, for which there will be many signs, one of which will be the return of Jesus. When is the day of judgment? Will it come soon?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. No one knows except for God.
The Islamic prophecies also predict a series of cataclysmic events, including a great war. On one occasion, the Prophet Muhammad is reported to have said,
The hour will come when violence, bloodshed and anarchy become common. Great cities will be ruined, and it will be as if they had not existed the day before. There will be years of deceit, when a truthful person will be disbelieved and a liar will be believed.
I think that we should find ways in which Jesus helps us to live together better. Do you think that we can agree on the teachings of Jesus, that Jesus wants peace, justice, and wants all people to have a good life?
نحن المسلمين ننصح المسيحيين.
We Muslims advise Christians, or rather the people of the West, to pay attention to the teachings of Christ. Otherwise, peace will not exist among those peoples.
بين هذه الشعوب. الحضارة الأمريكية الآن أيضا وهي حضارة ترفع لافتة.
Today, American culture has taken up the slogan of evangelical Christianity. It's a culture of annihilation, invasion and domination. I don't need to remind you about what is happening in Iraq and Afghanistan. This is domination over those people. They are spreading injustice, killing people, making women and children homeless. All is done under the name of religion.
Do you think Jesus will come back soon?
We hope so. We hope so. نحن نتأمل أن يأتي الفرج
We hope so. We hope so. We really hope so. We want Jesus to save humanity from injustice.
After killing the Antichrist in the run-up to the Day of Judgment, Muslims believe Jesus will then live for another 40 years, have a wife and children, and die a natural death. There is even a tomb awaiting him in Medina, next to the grave of the Prophet Muhammad himself.
So, in Judaism, they have no place for Jesus. The Christians say Jesus is the Messiah. You're saying Jesus is a Muslim. Which one is correct?
عيسى بن مريم عليه السلام كان من بني إسرائيل.
Jesus, the son of Mary, God bless him, was from Israel. But the Jews claimed he was a liar. The Jews also gave him several characteristics that are shameful and are inappropriate for a prophet. For example, they said he was the son of a woman who committed adultery. You Christians believe in him, and we believe in him too. However, Christians see him as divine, but this we think is wrong. We believe that Jesus is a Muslim prophet and that he will come back at the end of time to support Islam and to become its advocate and preach the word of truth.
Whether or not I or any Christian likes it, the fact is that although Jesus began life as a Jew and started a new movement that later became Christianity, he is also seen by more than a fifth of the world's population as a Muslim too. In the next part, I investigate how, like me, a famous Indian leader also searched for the real Jesus and how he transformed Jesus' teachings into one of the most effective political weapons of the 20th century. Did Gandhi discover the real hidden message of Jesus? Bethlehem in modern-day Palestine is the traditional setting for the Nativity story, the one Christians celebrate at Christmas. Every year, thousands of pilgrims come here to visit the church and to see the crypt where they believe the story began. For many of these people, it is a profoundly moving moment to kneel and touch the place where Jesus is supposed to have been born 2,000 years ago. But who is the real Jesus? What I have discovered on my journey is that there have been many saviour gods in religions all over the world, very similar to Jesus, and many of them predating Christianity by thousands of years. And I have also learned how Christianity shares many of its core stories and ideas with the Roman mystery cult of Mithras, whose birthday is also the 25th of December, and the ancient Egyptian god Osiris, who died and was resurrected to save the world. And the 3,000-year-old Hindu god Krishna, whose birth story is so similar. And the Buddha, whose teachings so closely mirror those of Jesus. And then I have discovered how two other religions, Islam and Judaism, who share their origins with Christianity, have very different versions of Jesus' life story. The Orthodox Jews, who see him as an illegitimate child, a fraudulent magician, and a dangerous heretic. And the Muslims, for whom Jesus is not the Son of God, but a human prophet who will return to earth before Judgment Day to save the world. All of these religions challenge the uniqueness of Jesus' story, the one that I and all Christians have been brought up with. But I still felt that Jesus and his real message remained hidden. While I was in India, I discovered that there was another person who'd been on a very similar journey to me, searching for the real Jesus. He was one of the 20th century's most famous political leaders, a man who confronted and defeated the British Empire, Mahatma Gandhi. Although Gandhi was born a Hindu, he claimed he got great inspiration from Jesus' teachings. Professor Tridip Surhood is an expert on Gandhi's interest in Jesus. I met him at the Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad, Gandhi's former home.
He's not interested in the historic Jesus. He is not really interested whether there was an immaculate conception.